things I like about actually coming to Vasa Fitness is that you have a punching bag here, and a lot of people, they don't really like that shit whenever, like fight gyms, they don't really like it whenever you bring a bag in here. It's because it takes away from a lot of their other memberships. It's kind of like what they'll agree with a fight gym is that we won't put any bags in here, and generally the fight organizer or the fight gym will generally say, all right, well, we're not going to compete with you, so we're not going to really put any like heavy ass weights here because we don't want any real ass like lifters or any serious ass people here, so we're just going to leave kind of like little small dumbbells for shadow boxing and stuff like that though. But man, they got a sauna and a steam room here, and that's one of the things that I like. But I get a chance to, a lot of people really don't like hitting a bag in front of a lot of people because like anxiety, and it really takes about 10 minutes to really kind of get focused on stuff. So for me, I'm always shadow boxing because I'm like, I do a lot of political stuff, I do a lot of business stuff, I do a lot of speaking at drug and alcohol rehabs and suicide prevention places. I just don't really post all that stuff anymore because like that's really my service work, because I do a lot of volunteer work. And they're really, honestly, it's just 24 hours in a day. So, anyway, man, for me, I'm always having to shadow box in front of people 24/7. And I throw a lot of punches, like when I'm on my dress shirts and stuff like that. So, one of my old trainers, he used to say, really, there's 24 hours in a day, and it really doesn't matter. You need to learn to throw about 2,000 to 2,500 punches a day if you really want to be a fighter. If this stuff is always on your mind, you're in a constant state of meditation. The truth is, I don't care if you're in a business suit, you're in your office, or whatever. Just get it in whenever you get it in, And the more busy you become, you really ask for this lifestyle. And that lifestyle is that this is a life filled of action. Just like the referee. If the referee has to tell you, action gentlemen or action ladies, then you're in the wrong fucking sport. But deep down inside, it doesn't matter. Like if you're a lawyer, if you're in the medical field, if you're an accountant, whatever it may be, your job is action, and you're going to make some enemies. I mean, today, I've literally, when I first started my fight career, I fought out of Tijuana. My second fight was out of Mexicali, Mexico, and then my third fight was out of Nogales, and I fought CB Dalloway. And there was a guy today, he gave me that shot. And then a few years later, I fought another kid and I won. And then I fought Kelvin Gaston. Kelvin's like ranked like either second or third in the world today. And he went on after our fight, the next fight, he went on to the Ultimate Fighter and he wound up winning. And then he went on to beat like quite a few other people. The only person he's really lost to is, what is it? He lost to Ferguson, the guy, Tyrone Woodley. And one of the crazy things is that, man, you get an opportunity to do stuff like that and go on to the UFC and do your thing, though. But the guy did owe me a little bit of money, and it really wasn't that obscene amount, but it was just kind of a principle thing, though. So every time I went to expos and every time I went to conventions and stuff, I had all that stuff kind of luring over me, and it really did separate a lot of Arizona politics and me. And today, I've been doing business with that guy for 10 years, and it's really disturbed the last 3 years of business. But today, we got a chance to kind of like bury that hatchet, and, the money's been, but it really wasn't even that much. But, I'm lucky that, anybody that knows me knows I'm part of a 12-step program, and that's part of saying, an apology is a different story. Apology is I'm sorry, and making amends is saying, what can I do to make this right? So, it doesn't matter if you're in the wrong or in the right, or, the truth is that things get to heal. And, through time, you don't have to like completely really just blow up and go on Facebook and, you're going to make enemies, and you don't really have to post all that stuff out there. You can wait a little bit. You can wait years. It's taken years to go through this. But, man, hey, I couldn't say. I've made some enemies. I've made some people pissed off at me, and and that's life. We're not all going to get along at first, though. We're going to have a lot of misunderstandings, but we do get a chance to kind of come back and make things right, which is pretty neat, though. But obviously, it's a Monday. I know a lot of people are kind of tired. Always get a chance to come up here to Vasa. Miss White Leather and her husband. They run this place, and they also run another Vasa Fitness, though. And they always let me in, which is pretty neat, though. I generally come up here with Stephanie, and she's getting ready to do her Miss United States, Miss Utah thing. She's standing on a suicide prevention platform, and we've been working a lot on our public speaking and our walk. We got our dresses, we got our bikini portion, and all that stuff, though. But it's neat that she's going to switch platforms whenever she makes it. Obviously we plan on winning, but truthfully, it's between us and another girl. So when she wins, she's going to do a pollution platform, because if you guys have never been to Utah, or maybe you guys want to Google in about Utah's pollution rate, they actually are ranked number 1 here. I came here last week and I got super sick, and I'm talking like deathly ill, though, man. Like, us natives are not good at, our immune system's fighting off stuff, though. But for the last week, I've been dragging my butt out of bed and living on energy drinks and red lines and all kinds of stuff, though. But anyway, to Miss White Leather, to her husband and her little one, thank you guys for having us through the months and helping us train here. And man, it's been an amazing experience, though. And I came here last summer because my sponsor, or my trainer, he had a tumor in his brain, though, and I, coming up to Utah was not, one of the greatest things I thought that was going to be, but it welcomed me, and it was great to train up in the mountains in high elevation, and they had a bag here ready, and then, I was ready to get my swimming in my sauna and steam room, and, it's definitely a place you can come to, really get some weight off. So, anyway, I always have a hard time pronouncing your first name, but I believe it's Tasia White Leather. So, anyway, again, you guys, thanks for having us, though, and, man, you guys get a chance, stop in and come visit them. It's an amazing place here,